having the mindset to do those things. A lot of people are scared to do certain things, but if you have the right mindset, you'll be able to accomplish whatever you want.
Hi, kings and queens. This is still Sharpn Steel.
Welcome back, y'all. This is the Sharpn Steel show, a place where black excellence meet black mediocrity.
Your boy, Mr. Love is here. You know the vibes. If you ain't hit that subscribe button already, please do. All right? Whatever you take from us, you learn and you grow with it. Whatever we take from you, we learn and we grow with it as well. Please like, comment, and share.
Make sure y'all like and comment and subscribe.
Let's go.
With that being said, today, we're going to share Black Victory once again. And I'm going to let my man, the king himself, introduce himself right now. You feel me? Tap in with the world.
How you folks doing? I'm GuaptheGuru. I'm a music producer and kind of mogul. I'm just all about positivity, working on health, wealth, and self, and just really creating dope soundscapes for people.
Health, wealth, and self. I love that. I see how you put that in every single Instagram. Tell them your Instagram, your socials, what you have right now.
Let them know. Yeah, let them know.
Everything could be found under GuaptheGuru. It's GuaptheGuru.
Alright, but that's all. That's Twitter, Instagram, and what else?
Just everything. SoundCloud, Twitter, Spotify, Instagram, Apple Music, all that stuff.
Platforms, everything.
So tell me, the health, wealth, and self, where you get that from? Not just your living, your reality? What is that?
Well, that kind of started for me 3 years ago, actually. I was going through a situation in my life where I felt like I needed to change something. And at that point, it had to do with my health. I felt too comfortable with myself. And some of the things that I realized in my life, when you become too comfortable with something, it could be a bad thing to be too comfortable. And for me, I was at a weight where I felt like I didn't really need to do anything to change myself, but the way people were looking at me and perceiving me made me feel different. So at that time, I had taken a journey and decided to take 6 months and just refresh my body, rework on what I wanted to do, and I ended up losing 60 pounds.
Wow, okay. Congrats.
Thank you.
Well needed cleanse.
Yeah, man. It changed my whole perspective on things. I felt better. I looked better, obviously. It was just
felt lighter,
overall,
more clearer.
Overall good.
Yeah.
Your health is very important, bro. It's vital.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like that had an impact? Once your health changed, everything else changed, how you conducted,
Absolutely.
Your craft, your passions, whatever you did, career-wise.
I felt like I had more energy every day. I felt like I was able to have more opportunities with people that I didn't have opportunities before. And sad enough, but yeah, image is everything. So you have to work on your image at all times.
How has that been so far, in terms of elevating GuaptheGuru and that brand?
In terms of elevating my brand, I would say promoting my music more, showing different stills of myself, just showing people who I am. Because a lot of things that producers don't really do is show themselves. So I try to show myself. Exactly. So when you guys see me in front of my keyboard producing something or laying a beat out, that's showing people who I am and showing them my personality, showing them what I'm about.
Yeah, so, you in your goddamn bedroom. Yeah, you're getting real gangster with it, and it's organic. So that's dope.
Yeah, that's how you develop a core base. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of artists, whatever craft you do, when you develop that core, just by being yourself. You feel me? Being self is so important. How you got into Guru anyway? How you got the name?
All right, so. Let me backtrace. I'll give you the short version.
Let them know.
It started off with some Xbox stuff. I was in Mr. Guapo 50. That my friends didn't want to say that all the time. They got bored of it. It was like, yo, we're just gonna call you Guap. So I stuck with that for a little while. Then when I went to college, I was introducing myself to a bunch of different artists, whether it was music, graphic design, film, whatever it was, because I was a double major doing film and audio.
Okay, cool.
So I was just really friendly, and people found out more and more that I could do certain things. I could play 7, 9 instruments, whatever, or do a backflip or whatever it was. They were just interested in learning more about me. I was like, what's the big deal? This is not normal. They're like, no, you're like a guru. I was like, that's really interesting. I never heard that before. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be GuaptheGuru then. So that's how it came about.
100%. So that's the meaning behind you becoming GuaptheGuru, you just being able to do a lot of different things. No, that's nice.
Not exactly doing a lot of different things, more so having the mindset to do those things. A lot of people are scared to do certain things, but if you have the right mindset, you'll be able to accomplish whatever you want.
Okay. And that was the first and only name you came up with?
Yeah.
And you just kept going with it?
I just kept going with it.
That's dope. I like that. All right.
Thank you, man.
Take me to the emotion when you change your health, your diet and when you was changing better for self.
Yeah.
You feel me? And how had an impact on your beats and your creation.
So in terms of my beats and my creation with that part of my life, I felt like I was allowing myself to learn different things, allow myself to jump into different genres and learn different scales or different emotions from those different sounds. And that helped me build myself more in terms of my production catalog, creating R&B, reggae, hip hop, trap, dance hall, whatever you want, whatever you can think of. I try to learn something every day about each one and just continue to build upon it.
So would you say that habit creation is very important? Like those habits that you need to discipline yourself to learn certain things in terms of in the industry that you're in,
Yeah.
those habits is needed.
I would say, for me at least, I would say yes. Not everyone's going to find the same kind of routine or the same kind of feeling through it, but for me, that's what works. So yeah, I stick to it.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people with craft, like some people do things off their mood, opposed to like, you know, something that they do every day. So like with you, is it a mood thing or is like you just have to like, what is it for you?
So sometimes it could be a mood thing. Other times it's just me trying to focus on it every day. But working a regular day job, that's obviously what makes it sometimes more of a mood thing. Because if I'm not in a good mood coming back from work, or I'm in a great mood coming back from work, that may inspire some type of music that I want to make when I get home. But other times it's just waking up in the morning knowing I'd like to get this kind of thing done, or I'd like to learn about this certain thing, and then I just get into it.
That's fine. If you had to give like somebody advice that was coming up in the same field, same industry of trying to learn beats and trying to make creations, what would you tell them? Like a lot of people say YouTube is a great self-education platform. Like what would you tell them?
It is. I use YouTube when I wanted to learn guitar. I learned guitar in 3 hours. Like
Wow.
The basic chords.
Fire.
My friend had a guitar that he had in his closet for like 3 years. He was like, yo, bro, you want this? I was like, bro, I don't want to just grab it from you. Like, this is valuable. He goes, all right, I'll sell it to you for $15. I said, bro, $15? He goes, yeah. I said, all right, I'm not going to argue.
Why not?
So
Yeah.
took the guitar,
That's
went and
love.
bought some strings. And then, I sat in my room and just watched YouTube for 3 hours on different chords and scales. And by the time I came out of my room, I knew how to play those things. So I was just like, all right, now I can continue learning more and more about that kind of stuff. So YouTube is definitely something that people can use. I personally, for producing, I haven't used YouTube that much for it. It was kind of just like trial and error, learning what I did, and then having what I think would be most important. Friends. If you have friends, your network, the people that are around you, they may know certain things that you don't know.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to humble yourself and listen to what they have to say, you might learn something that's way more valuable for you later on in your life, or maybe immediately, than it would have for you to just sit down and be like, oh man, what is this? What is this? What is this? Forever and ever until you finally found the answer yourself.
Nah, I feel that.
So
Yeah.
would you say like you always wanted to get into being a beat maker or a producer from personal self, or just being around certain people?
Nah, honestly, I was influenced from producing from my brother. He found this program, FL Studio, Fruity Loops, that people know about. And I just saw him on the computer one day. He was messing around. I was like, this looks kind of weird, but he's making sounds with this. So I was like, this is interesting. I was like, yeah, this is this program I found. I think it's kind of cool. Don't really know how it works, but I want to figure it out. So he sat down for like the first year trying to figure it out, and I would just watch him. And during that year, I started to learn some things from it. And then I got really, really interested. It kind of was like math and science for me. And those are my two favorite subjects in school. So I was like, let me see what I can do with this. So yeah, it just kind of kept
Gravitating
growing.
towards you,
I was like, man, I really can't get away from this, but I don't mind that I can't get away from it. So.
And Fruity Loops, what's Fruity Loops?
Fruity Loops is the digital audio platform that people use for producing or recording people, same as Pro Tools
Or FL
Reason.
Studio.
Exactly.
So that's
FL Studio. That's exactly what it is.
Oh,
FL Studio is
okay.
Fruity Loops. Yeah.
So FL Studios is the more updated one, or
No, it's the same company.
thing.
They just, some people know it as Fruity Loops. If you knew it from a long time ago, other people know it as FL Studio. But it's the same thing.
Question. I use FL Studio. I have it on my laptop as well. Would you recommend that as the perfect DAW if you was a startup producer, or if you was learning it, or it doesn't
Personally,
matter?
absolutely, I would. If it's not that, I would say Reason. But FL Studio, I've been sticking with for 16, 17 years.
What makes it so unique?
It's capability of experimentation. there's a lot of different things you can figure out, and a lot of different ways you can do the same thing.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I love the way you can record a beat in like 3 different ways.
Exactly. Yeah, you have your screen where you can sequence the beat. You can do it on a pattern and just place it out a different way, or you can literally just have a live session. Whoever's playing the instruments, record them all at the same time or separately, and have it that way. But there's a lot of different ways to accomplish the same thing, the same goal that you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's a normal setup when you're creating your beats and you're going through your beat creation?
So I get into my room, set myself up. I got my chair, my keyboard's right there. I'll turn FL Studio on. Usually it's a blank screen that's there for the sequencer, and then whatever it is that's on my mind at that point, I'll go into certain programs that may have a list of different instruments, and I'll place them on there. And then depending on the mood that I'm feeling, I'll start to create either major or minor chords and continue my progression from there. But yeah, sometimes I just start off straight up with my guitar or the bass inside or just piano. I love piano. That's my favorite instrument. It sounds like 100 to me, but it's one. So yeah, that's usually how it starts.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how do you incorporate the guitar into your beat making, like with the pianos and everything. How do you incorporate both of those?
Copy. So for the guitar, I would say there's 2 ways that I do that. Sometimes, like you guys have your mic set up, I would have a guitar set up with a mic in front of it so I can record it directly from its sound box. But some other guitars you can plug right into your audio interface like you guys have, and you take the audio processing that's coming through there and kind of use FL Studio's effects channels to create the guitar sound that you're looking for. So most of the time, I'm either just plugging right in, and because of my mixing knowledge, I'll go into FL Studio and just have it really, take my time and create the right sound for the guitar that I want for whatever particular beat it is I'm working on.
Pretty much.
So yeah,
you could get really specific, basically.
Exactly, and there's ways to break it down easy for other people. If
More convenient, yeah. Let me ask you, what's the first beat you ever made?
The first beat I ever made.
Take it back. Take it back.
Damn.
Take it back.
Okay, the first beat I ever made, I was writing a song to. It was called Never Be, and it was like some really funky R&B kind of stuff. And at the time,
you do sing. So, not to cut you off. You do sing. Yeah, that's
oh wow. So
you do sing.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do be watching. You know what I'm saying? Every time you post your content.
I appreciate that.
Nah, 100%. And I do recall that you know what I'm saying, you be on your R&B timing.
Nah, that's fine. How important you feel like R&B is when it comes to making your beats creation?
I think it's very important because R&B has a lot of room for emotion, and that's something that people connect with a lot. So if you can create that soundscape for them to feel it, and then you have the right lyrics for them to understand it, that's what makes a hit song, or that's what makes something that's memorable.
Is there any R&B artists that had an influence on you?
Absolutely.
Give me some names.
For me, Usher, Chris Brown, Omarion. I know Pharrell doesn't really count as one, but he's a very interesting artist in himself. He's kind of all over the place. But aside from them, who would be? Jodeci.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of different people that I have influences on, but I would definitely say the first 3 people, definitely.
I think me, like when I listen to music, if you're a producer and you're able to give me that 90s connection, if I had some Jodeci, if I had some, like anybody in the 90s, I'm gonna fuck with it more. Like even 2000s, like Usher, if you play it on You Don't Have to Call, like me and my girl love that. Like that's our shit, you know what I'm saying? So like shit like that is
One of my
fire.
favorite songs when he came in on the what was it? The Heelys before people knew it was Heelys.
The video.
I was like, how's he doing that, yo? I freaked out. No, that is a classic song.
Yeah. What about hip hop? Is there any hip hop influences that have an impact on you?
Oh yeah. For me, definitely Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. There's a artist, Kaz, I think it is.
Kaz from Dreamville.
Yeah, he's very interesting.
You tapped in.
Actually, a lot of Dreamville artists and TDE artists I like a lot, like Isaiah Rashad and Earth.
Earth is crazy.
Yeah. They're very interesting.
Yeah.
But
they have a different style.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys heard the song "Sacrifices" by their group. That
J.
has
Cole's
been
in
on
it.
repeat for me for like the past couple years. Like I really love the way that they put their music together.
Now, just to go back to how you created your first beat. Yeah, let the people know
Yes.
how you yeah.
So Never Be, that was the first beat that I created that I was writing to. And that was like a song about a girl that at the time broke my heart. But I was really young. It was like 13, so I didn't really know what love was at the time.
Makes sense.
But my expression of it was what I was working on at the time. So I had the guitars like and I started building up on that. It was like 3 or 4 different guitar parts. And then I had like the drums going, just like, and then
That boy knows his shit.
yeah, I just started having the rhythm so it could be consistent, and then everything just started flowing out, and that was like the real first beat that I worked on, because it was something that I wanted to get done, and I would do anything to figure out how to make it the way I wanted it.
Very consistent, yeah.
Yeah, let me ask. So you spoke about friends and making yourself humble in those times.
Yeah.
So when you making your beats, like in that setting, is it your friends there or you by yourself? Like, take me.
A majority of the time, I'm by myself. When I'm speaking about friends in production situations, this goes back to college.
Yeah.
I have a group that I'm in called Out the East.
Shout out to Out the East. Shout out to Out the East.
Yeah, my guy is Norman. Norman Perry. He's a major artist. You guys can look him up on Spotify. He's doing millions of plays all the time.
All right.
God bless him. He's
Yeah, I
very
know
similar to
Perry.
me. He popped up like 9 years in my life when we went to college, and it was just like every single thing we were doing. It was like, well, he was working on Reason and I was working on FL Studio, but we knew exactly what we were doing in both of our programs and how to translate it to each other. So if he didn't know something to do in there, I would show him how to do it. In the same way in FL Studio, if I didn't know how to do something, he would show me how to do it. So it was just like,
build it up for each
exactly.
Other. That's
so
dope.
we were becoming better producers because of our relationship.
That's what Still Sharpn Steel is about.
That's
This
dope.
expansion of wisdom and knowledge and coming together and leading to that goal next.
Exactly.
That's what it's
Continue
about.
growing.
Yeah, and that just kept building. It was just like more and more people I kept meeting during my time in my first couple of years in that college, which are still some of my really close friends and are doing great things. Like my guy Classic, Ben, he just produced for one of Boston's biggest artists, Millie's, and has a video out that I'm sure by the end of the week is going to be at 1 million plays. So I'm just like, I'm really proud of these guys.
That's
It's
love.
all the things that we've been working on is finally coming into fruition.
Yeah, that's love. That's
Yeah.
love. Yeah.
You got a sale going on right now in regards of the beats, or
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if that's the same. You still have the sale going on.
Yeah,
Let the
so
people
there's a consistent sale going on. It's 30% off of beats Monday through Friday. Go into the catalog, choose what you want. You go crazy. There's a bunch of beats in there. Buy one, get one free. There's also your opportunity to get 5 beats for the price of 1.
That's fine.
So take advantage. Yeah,
take advantage.
That's all done this weekend. So yeah.
Now you said Kendrick, you said Cole. If it's one person you was able to work with right now, who would it be? Who could it be? Like who would you like to be? Who would you like to work with right now?
What I like to work
If it was one person right now, they shoot you a text, pull up to Quads.
I don't even think it's someone anybody in the U.S. knows. That's the thing.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, because I've been really diving into the UK and Africa's music the past like couple months. There's an artist in the UK. His name is Fizzler. He's really interesting. Like he knows he does bad things, but he's trying to do good. But expressing himself in his music is what I find interesting. And he does a lot of drill and like old school hip hop. But mainly
It's UK drill.
Yeah. But
Fizzler.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's Fizzwedit or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But look him up. Definitely very interesting artist. A lot of funny ad libs, but his people rock with him, and it's a very cool thing. Yeah.
It sounds like you like the music or the producers that are very expressive.
Yeah, man. If those are the best producers to find. If you have a producer that has a personality, you're gonna find so much music that you've never heard before. And that's what I think is the key to finding a great producer. If you find a producer that has a personality that's not just sitting there being bland all the time, hell yeah, you're gonna make some great music, because those same emotions are what creates the vibe. Whether it's in the conversation, whether it's in something that you guys are doing, or whether it's in the studio, in the lab, working on what you guys are working on.
100%. And that's how like an experience is created at the same time. Like a story, like it all depends on the story that you're trying to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
Are you trying to give a person an experience or not? So that's dope. Yeah.
You spoke about UK and it having an impact on your beat creation. how do you feel about 808 Mellow? Like that's one of my like producers that I really like. So how do you feel about like certain producers? Like is there anybody you like out there UK wise?
Currently in producers for the UK, I haven't really dove in too deep on them, but there are some producers now that I'm paying attention to.
That's good.
There's one called Fitz the Producer. He's been doing a lot of the stuff for Woo out here. There is Jabari on the beat. There's
Jabari on the beat.
Yeah, he's blown up fast, super fast. And these producers that I'm mentioning mainly are going through the website that a lot of these producers are using now, BeatStars. Shout out to BeatStars because they've really been on their stuff lately.
Yeah,
and
doing their thing.
Giving people that platform to elevate. So shout outs to anybody that's doing that.
Yeah. But a lot of these producers you find on there, and the community on there is what's so interesting because it's a lot of these famous people that are consistently on there, and you would think that it's just like, oh, someone just running their account, but it's really them. So if you reach out to them at the right time or whatever it is, you may have an opportunity to work with somebody that you may have never thought you would work with. Yeah,
is mainly they're putting out their work and they're doing everything.
Exactly.
But they're just using
that's their
platform.
brand. That's their business. Exactly.
Okay.
You spoke about brand platform. Does the world have like you have merch as well, correct?
Absolutely. So
tell the world what you have.
In terms of the merch, you guys are seeing it right now. This is a Guru Style Mando. This is my performance long sleeve tee.
Okay.
You get this. Have hoodies, t-shirts. I'm gonna be working on different house things like cups and glasses and things like that, and keychains or
that's nice.
Bottle openers, just different things for the people that don't create music but still enjoy what the creator is doing.
Yeah.
This is another way to help support.
The best way you connect to the creation is by the creator. I mean the other way around. By the creator is the creation. So I fuck with that. And let me ask you, bro. So I know you're into the music and shit. So we got a game right now. It's called the Sharpn Steel. Let's rap. You know what I'm saying? So you a producer. We're gonna throw a little couple words in there.
Let's go.
And I want to see how you react to it. You feel me? But you gotta give me a couple bars though. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. You can do that?
Can you do that? I don't know. You say you like.
I don't know. We'll find out, right?
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna play a couple. We're gonna play a song. You feel me? And we're gonna talk dirty. Let me know if you're ready. You gotta get your. You know. You good? Oh shit! Talk dirty. All right, man. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel the pressure.
Shout out to Matt Beats. You sent me this.
Listen, let's go.
All right, listen. All right, let me know when you're ready. I'm saying you ready? All right, vibration.
Hey, vibration. You already know I'm Haitian. Pop up, no discussion. When he do, it's no relation. Niggas talking, they hating. Niggas talk, I ain't waiting. Tempo. You already know I get go. Niggas don't want to flip though. You already know I'm set, bro. Go ahead, get set though. Producers in the place. You already know I'm in my face. You already know I'm in the face. In the face. Doing it like it's FL Studio. Niggas talking to me and you don't know. I don't know. Give them a bar. Niggas going at like far. I don't know how to do this. This guitar that I'm playing inside of this art.
One more. We're gonna go cadence.
Cadence. I don't know. It's amazing. Niggas telling me I'm braving. I ain't doing it. I'm blazing. Pop the weed. I ain't playing.
Energy, I love it.
Energy. Shout out to that. That was good. That was good. Yo, man, love, man. The power of gratitude. We appreciate you for coming.
100%.
We definitely want to just show the gratitude. Got a shirt for you from me one time.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
100%. You could have been doing something else, but you made it here, so we appreciate you.
I appreciate that.
Still Sharpn Steel greatly appreciate you. So you know we got something for you right here, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, man. Of course, love is love. Listen, man. Before we get out of here, I want you to give the people, like, you know, what's next? What's next coming for Guru? You say
the man coming out. Yeah.
Man, God is good. I can't even get into super detail about that, but just know early next year, there's going to be a lot of different names that you probably won't expect me to know, but you'll find out about. I'll hint a couple. Aaron Knight, look him up. Queens, he's one of the artists that I know from Newburgh, but he moved down here.
Okay.
Really made a blaze for himself. But yeah, aside from that, just some little production collabs and some cool things. But stay tuned.
Stay tuned on some of this.
100%, guys. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you didn't do it. Like, comment, and share.
And this Instagram is GuaptheGuru. Make sure you spell it right. It's GuaptheGuru. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Still Sharpn Steel. We out of here.
Peace.